Hello there, Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and of course all of you Aquarius Moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting January 6th, 2019. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what's going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, I've been telling everyone it sort of dances with Neptune as far as the energies are concerned. Tuesday and Wednesday we have the Sun and Mercury, respectively, forming gorgeous sextiles to Neptune, from your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone, to your 2nd house of earned income, values, valuables, money, and employment. And it does look like this is a gorgeous week for some kind of setup behind the scenes going on either with a job or perhaps even a new job prospect. I'm actually seeing you coming out of the shadows or perhaps out of obscurity in some way. And with Mercury and the Sun working in combination, this may actually create an opportunity for you to step ahead because of you receiving some kind of gift, hot tip, or maybe a connection off the beaten path. Again, something going on behind the scenes at work, or maybe in some kind of interview process, maybe a hidden back door into a new job or promotional opportunity. If we're not thinking about work itself in terms of just money as a commodity, this definitely still has this opportunity to show itself, so long as, again, we understand that the 12th house involves sort of, again, a behind-the-scenes, not overly public, doesn't have to be shady now, but overly public, or maybe not necessarily public just yet, type of activity or engagement that's proving to actually be a gift to you. Because let's not forget that Neptune is also a very generous planet. It can be sort of not just a giver, but it also wants to nurture. It's very, very fluid and accommodating to you and your needs. Now, that being the case, with Neptune, some ideas are not always fully formed. They're still in their conceptual stage, or their bigger picture stage, and they're not necessarily all ironed out right away. Sextiles are still overwhelmingly positive. It is okay to actually explore this option, but don't expect to have everything on paper and crystal clear right away. I'm also aware that, yes, there is an eclipse this week. I've spoken about that in the monthly astrology horoscopes for January, which are available on my Patreon. However, I've decided it is kind of a big deal, so I'm going to be taking clips from those monthlies, the clips about the eclipse, and putting them up for people to view here. However, if you want the full astrology horoscope for January, you do need to go to Patreon and sign up to pledge, and you can follow the links below for more info on that, okay? And also, before we get to the cards, if anyone is having a hard time finding horoscopes, please just go to the main channel page, my main channel page, right? You click on my name underneath the video here, and just scroll down. Or you can go to the playlists tab, all right? And just in case if that's unclear, or maybe you're mobile and it doesn't translate to mobile very well, I have made a technical support video that I uploaded recently, and I'll put a link to that in the down bar below if you're hunting for for another video you want to look for. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, or what's going on this week, well, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And again, things not only coming out of the shadows, but possibly second chances, things coming back from the dead. And in a lot of cases for you Aquarius people, I'm getting that this actually could be second chances of things that are not recent, okay? This is not within the last 10 years. This might not even be within the last 15 years. For some reason, the Ten of Swords reverse is really giving me the strong impression of the resurrection of a path, a plan, or maybe an ideal or a goal that could go back even to yesteryear, way back when for yourself. Now, this is not some nostalgic thing where you want to do something your parents did or you want to do something you saw on TV. It's way more substantial and interesting than that. This is about a goal or a dream that you had actually attempted to embark upon, but maybe not necessarily got to see through or even begin. So this can take us back to those pivotal choice points in life, maybe even as far back as high school. And we have a chance to really explore what do we want to revive and bring into our present day now that the stars, or maybe the cards in this case, have aligned in our direction. Well, it's more than the stars and the cards. There's a big shift going on, but if you're watching my other videos, you know about that. When it comes to your influx energy, what's coming in and affecting everything in your life, we have the High Priestess upright, and huge focus on bringing everything to a place of perfection, as well as ideological, philosophical, and spiritual perfection. When we look at the High Priestess upright, there is no room to be just sort of winging it. And if you are in situations that seem a bit flimsy, whether they're groups, work processes, or anything involving relationships or family dynamics, and they could kind of use that sort of, look, we are going to perfect this. This is going to be crystallized. We are not doing this as a meandering journey anymore. You're in luck, because that High Priestess energy is all about bringing things to a place where they work in a higher vibe, in a higher standard, in a way where all people are also not only more accountable, but more effective. I'm actually seeing with the High Priestess, she's almost coming in, may not be a she, by the way, they're just talking about the energy, as sort of this Mary Poppins fix-it type of person, this sort of repair person coming into your life, repair energy. And what do we do to fix that which is not actually operating at optimum capacity? And if we see all of these repairs and these opportunities to do this very good kind of refinement, you might actually find that a lot of things are ready to actually either end or accommodate whatever is coming back into your life for a revisit. When it comes to the outflux, what's going away? We have the Nine of Cups reversed. Perfect to see go away when we talk about what's already been happening so far. The things that we've settled for, or maybe the things we've accepted out of resignation. When we talk about things we accept out of resignation, whether it's lifestyles, whether it's work, whether it's friends, whether it's routine, whether it's whatever we've done out of resignation, we actually start to see a lot of those things no longer be applicable or relevant. Sometimes people make choices because they think it's the only way they're going to have their best chance to get by. We've all, in our past, had moments where we may have collaborated with the wrong people, or maybe put ourselves in a position where we adopted a mentality that was less than, or maybe actually embraced an ideology, a philosophy, or maybe even a relationship that was substandard in terms of the highest interest of all concerned, including ourselves. Well, with the outflux card of the Nine of Cups reversed, even if that is something you have some kind of fondness for because of what it may have served, however little, in the past, we see a dissolvement of your obligation to remain, or perhaps even the dissolvement of its applicability and relevance for what's coming your way, because as we've seen in a lot of stories and a lot of fairy tales as well, in a lot of cases, when a person finally gets what they've been looking for, they kind of give up on the stuff that they settled for, and you get a chance to do just that. When it comes to your material concerns, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to, again, money, good fortune, we have the Page of Cups upright, the extension of an invitation to something that is both socially fulfilling and economically satisfying as well. And as I've been saying, for as long as, again, money is applicable to our experience. With the Page of Cups upright, there does seem to be a bit of a reflection back to that Neptune energy. A gift, a handout, but not a handout as in sort of charity, but this is something that you've already earned or already proven yourself worthy for. With the Page of Cups, this could actually be some kind of professional flirtation, or yes, possibly with the interest of love, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's not going to happen with everybody, and we'll talk about love in a minute here. But with the Page of Cups, this could even just be somebody taking a special shine to you, wanting to actually encourage you and see where things grow and go once you're given the power, the resources, and the opportunities that you need to afford you the chance. Now, this could absolutely also go in the case of just cold hard cash as well, so enjoy it. When it comes to the external, when it comes to friends, when it comes to your relatives, we still have that very same theme we've been talking about the last couple of weeks of things returning to you. And in this case, we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. There's a homeward connection, a homeward bound kind of discussion, a homeward journey that is actually happening for either you or a friend or a relative that we have lost touch with, an estrangement, no longer estranged, or maybe even just a distance or a proximity being closed. It's not clear to me, actually, when I look at this, whether it's you who are doing the returning or it is the other in the equation. But be prepared. Might be something we want to facilitate a more ongoing connection with, because I feel like this communication in the beginning is going to seem very subtle. It's not going to be some obvious dramatic neon lights and fireworks, this is the thing kind of thing. This is where we see, however, a chance to plant a seed. Whether it's just for friendship or for other plans or ideals, we'll see how that goes for you. Your mileage may vary. It's a general horoscope. For your emotions, with water, is what I would say if I were doing it the old way. For your relationships and your romantic life, we actually have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And there does seem to be a need to make a bit of a pivot. I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles reversed, something being taken off the table this week when it comes to love and romance. Now, it doesn't mean the entire relationship, but something is proving itself to be unfeasible when it comes to either a plan that you or your partner, or maybe the two of you, are trying to get off the ground. And it may be that with the Page of Pentacles reversed, neither of us even want to do it anymore. Or maybe the only reason we're doing it is out of, Nine of Cups reversed, resignation, assumption that that's something that we may need to completely do when we don't. And the Page of Pentacles reversed is talking about something that will actually save you resources if you pull back. The Page of Pentacles reversed, I'm seeing for those of you who are single as well. If you are going to meet somebody new this week, just keep in mind that there may be actually something going on where we both have to understand, you and this new person, that we may be bringing things to the table this week that we think we're supposed to do almost in an obligatory sense in a relationship that has nothing to do with who we really are. And if we want this to work, we have to stop acting like an example that was set before us. And that might be something that you catch off guard in yourself, or it catches you off guard, or maybe even something you see presented in a new person. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you should ever wish to get a session with me, just go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.